Lydia Daydahl, Fight Connect TV, backstage at the Devenish in Belfast after a very successful cage conflict, full night of amateur and professional MMA. Sat alongside coaches and also promoters for tonight, Patrick McAlister and Liam Shannon. Fight Academy Ireland. Well, Liam, how are you feeling?
Yeah, bit of a mixed night. A lot of young lads coming through, testing the water, and not some great results for us to start. But it's a learning curve. I'm proud of every one of them. And it's at the end of the day, it's like I always tell the boys, it's like you're putting a car for MOT. Yeah. Whatever you feel on, go back, correct it, and go back again. You know what I mean? And no matter how good they are in the gym, a lot of them didn't show their true colours because the first time fighting in front of a large crowd. But at the end of the day, you can't replicate that in the gym. You have to do it. No matter how much I can say it, how much hard spars, all that stuff, the classes, technical stuff, and I know what they're capable of. That's why they're on the stage they're on. But also I can't replicate the pressure. Yeah. And they need that pressure, hometown, and that'll come with experience, and then they'll showcase their skills. But I'm proud of every one of them. Win, lose or draw doesn't matter. We're one team, simple as that.
Absolutely. It's one thing really to fight in front of a crowd, a local crowd, but a cage conflict crowd, it seems to be now a bit of a thing. Cage conflict is going to bring a loud crowd. It's going to be high energy. It's going to be full. Yeah. So, I mean, like in terms of getting to fight in front of that, a great experience, one that maybe will replicate some of the bigger shows that are out there. Yeah. How hard is it for you to be a coach, to be running the show, and then also trying to look after your guys on the night?
Well, as we've got me and Pat have got a good thing going where we both kind of spread the pressures, and what I call it's all about like kind of teamwork. It's a real team environment, so it is. So between the two of us and all the rest of the boys, and even like the coaches who were here today, like Joe and even Joe McCogan, Joe Armstrong, and all the rest of the boys, everyone helped backstage. Like we're one effort. Even a lot of guys you never see, who never fight, they're in the gym, they're backstage helping us warm up. Yeah. And there's so many that kind of help. We Adam McGarry, so good with all the young ones coming through. And what I call it, yeah, we are different from every other show. We've been every other show cannot compete with us. You know what I mean? Me and Pat have been around every show in Europe, the highest levels, and there's no atmosphere. Absolutely zero atmosphere. Even when we walk in the changing rooms, there's no atmosphere. Because we go right round all Europe, and it's like a morgue. It's like everyone's kind of crapping themselves. We're always, me and Pat, no matter what, wherever we go, we always bring an upbeat atmosphere. We always joke and laugh, and it's here to enjoy themselves. It's a sport, you know what I mean? It's not life or death, you know what I mean? And it's a sport, challenge yourself. And me and Pat were just really, really sick of different promotions, not pulling their act together, worrying about like crappy matchups, you know what I mean? And there's about 16 guys, and we had 8 losses, 8 wins. Everything's matchable, you know what I mean? A few good guys lost titles at our club. We're not just bringing people over who are absolute zero talent guys and feeding our guys fights. The last show had 15 guys and with 8 and 7. So we're not like that, and a lot of coaches have messaged me afterwards saying great fair matchups. That's what it's all about. Yeah. And we're trying as best we can. Obviously, as best we can. It's harder with the younger guys because you don't know previous experience, harder going to hold up. But towards the end of the show, you've seen the levels were very, very balanced every way through. Like at the end of the day, we are a mixed martial arts club. We promote it from the ground roots up, from kids, from inter-club shows, the kids' competitions within the club, and now on the highest level now where we are now. We are the only ones doing it from grassroots. There's not one other club doing it. There's people in positions within the MMA community in Northern Ireland, and they're not doing absolutely zilch for my young kids coming through. The empty promises, and constantly I'm dealing with parents and giving them things and all. We're just going to have to just take it over ourselves. Yeah. We have to do it, and because there's, you know what I mean, it's like training for a football match and there's no match. You know what I mean? So we're not about all razzmatazz or doing whatever. We're all about developing mixed martial arts from a grassroots, from a kid up in the anti-bullying, up into professional athletes and the world champions. So it's not happening. So me and Pat just went, well, let's make it happen. You know what I mean? Let's make it happen. That's great opportunities for our young kids coming up. Let's give them some incentive to fight on. A lot of them people who fought in my inter-club show and Pat's inter-club show the last 2 or 3 times. Them young ones all came all through. This is developmental. It should be put in place from the grassroots up. There's people there, and they're absolute dinosaurs. They need to get rid of them, and we'll control it if it needs to be. It's absolutely horrendous. So that's why it's getting run up here. There's people who should be stepped aside, and we should be stepping up.
Passionate words there. Yeah, Pat. I'm glad you get a word in here with Liam. I mean, back turn certainly. But I mean, what Liam is saying there, I mean, very, very, very passionate about it. Does it come down to that? It is a pure passion and a love of the sport that you both want to see it grow and prosper in the best way possible.
Absolutely. Like there's no one. As Liam says, there's no one does it like us at Fight Academy Ireland. You know, we put on our own kids shows. You know, now Cage Conflict. You know, we just took the bull by the horns and decided, you know, we're going to do it ourselves. You know, so in fair play to Liam, like, you know, he's the brains behind it all. Like, he really is. Like, he's really clued in, and he has a lot of backing and a lot of support from the local community. He doesn't get any other backing, but you know, with his hard work, he's putting on shows like this, and what he does in the community with the gym as well, giving these youngsters an avenue to to get into sport and for their confidence and everything. We had some young fighters out tonight, 14 and 15, and like what it's doing for them as young, you know, kids. Like it's outstanding. Like, and we have so many more coming up through. You know, so. I don't know, like, you have to love it, like, you know, if you didn't love it, you wouldn't do it, like, you know. I
mean, what is it for you, Liam? Is it because you directly see the impact that the sport has on the young generation? Is it because you know, it's something that you've done for so long and it's part of your you know, your makeup, I suppose. Yeah. What is it for people at home that will watch this and will look at you and hear yourself and Pat talk about it and go, Jesus, they're very, you know, very passionate about this sport, and they're talking so so well and so highly of it. What would you say to them? What exactly is it, if you could pinpoint it, or if you could explain to someone who's not involved in the sport how impactful it can be to the young generation? What would it be?
Well, there's lots of aspects it brings to every individual. I mean, whether it be losing weight, getting confident, being part of, feeling part of. So we've got people in our gym who they would be not part of any other gym in any other capacity. You know what I mean? And they fit so well, like real quirky people on there. Absolutely love the deaf. You know what I mean? Kids come in. I see kids like Kieran Cookham on the title tonight. He came in from our first kids program through the system in the senior classes with Pat, developed and he's part of the team. It's a community. There's a lot of people out there who weren't even fighting, who are backstage helping us. You know what I mean? So it's not just what we have, it's what created. You know what I mean? There's so much different benefits in everything in mixed martial arts. Me and Pat live and breathe it. You know what I mean? Live and absolutely breathe it. There's a few clubs in Northern Ireland and down the south who I have so much respect for. Like, I mean, Jason McKeevan and all them boys doing so much up in Derry and all. Chris Field is putting an absolute team of killers down in the KF. And Tom King, but we are really the only ones who are driving this up here, because even coaches say to me, competitions, and nobody's stepping up. Yeah. So it is. So no matter what, if you're brilliant at it, if there's nothing there for you to train for, they're going to lose interest. They're going to go to soccer, Gaelic, or anything at all, something different, and get into something else. You have to give them something to focus on and gear towards, because outside that you're going to lose these young kids, and if there's so much talent there. And we're just here to drive it, and if them doors will not open for us, and we keep on asking to get them opened, then we'll just knock the doors down. Something like that.
Absolutely. Well, in terms of knocking the doors down, what is next for Fight Academy Ireland and for any of the shows that you have coming up?
Well, we've got probably another club show before Christmas. We've got kids gradings before Christmas, the juniors, and then after Christmas we'll focus on Cage Conflict Free. There's a few big announcements we made about maybe the fourth one. It's very going to be very, very huge, and I think there's like Stephen Moore runs a great Akuma, fantastic, but outside of maybe Akuma, there's not really much going on. There's people like putting cards on with 12 or 13 fights. You know what I mean? It's like 23 fights a night. No, I mean, you got to give obviously people value for money, but also too is that you got to create an opportunity for a lot of different clubs to test their guys. Clubs coming from France, coming from Wales, coming from all parts of Ireland tonight to come here. And my job is to create the best atmosphere, not a morgue, not sitting about. You know what I mean? And almost like a white collar boxing fights. Yeah. We want to create an absolute atmosphere. People in there saying that they were in Madison Square Garden twice, and that beats it. That's what it's all about. Atmosphere, creating that, and not getting all them young ones sitting watching all that outside. I want to be part of that. Yeah. That's what it's all about, you know what I mean? Creating that, inspiring young ones, looking up at different fighters and going, I want to be like, you know what I mean? Maybe not like Paul Hughes, he talks too much, you know what I mean? But there's someone else, you know.
More Joe McCogan.
I don't know. He seems to be talking a fair bit as well.
I shouldn't have bothered getting you in at all.
Dozed off here twice.
In future, right, we'll just get used to the interview, Liam. We don't need him now. But listen, before I let you go, any final words or any final thoughts on tonight?
No, just we're proud of all the fighters. Not just from our own gym, but for the entire card. Everyone did outstanding. But you know what, we're developing a Fight Academy Ireland's something completely different. The team we have coming through from the kids classes right up to the adults is something special. I genuinely mean that. We have new fighters coming to us monthly now, and the team is just growing and growing and growing. And you know, Paul's at the forefront, Joe, Decky, we have James McAlister joined us. He'll be coming back. You know, Big Kyle had an unfortunate injury, but you know, we've so many good fighters coming through, and I tell them it all the time. You got to believe in your team and your coaches, and we're gonna go all the way. Like, we're just scratching the surface now. When Paul and Joe start breaking through, and then the rest of them, they're just gonna kick in the door, to quote Paul Hughes, and the rest are gonna follow. Like, you know, there's no one like Fight Academy Ireland to me anyway. You know.
Brilliant. Well, on that note, and it has to be said before I let you go, you know, of all the promotions and all the gyms that I meet, there is a genuine, just real family vibe between all the guys there. Though that backstage warm-up room, like I said, how many times have I said it to you tonight? I was like, I really wish I wasn't working and I had a six-pack of cider.
There's no one like it. There's no team like it.
Yeah.
The team bond we have, like, there's, you know, Glenn had an unfortunate, you know, he had a loss tonight in a really close fight. Like, I have to take him to my house now, get him something to eat and put a film on for the poor fella. You know, like, there's no team like it. But that's the truth. Like, when I say Liam and I genuinely love these fighters so much. We really do, like, you know, so.
Brilliant.
That's all I have to say.
Well, on that, wise words, welcome words, Pat. Thank you very much. On that note, thank you very much for having us here. Great night as always. Already looking forward to Cage Conflict number 3 and number 4. Yeah, look forward to it.
Yeah, before all them bum shows get in now and start taking. Man.
Liam Shannon is on fire tonight. Look at this. This is a Well, listen, congratulations and thank you very much for having me up. Look forward to seeing you again. Pat McAlister and Liam Shannon backstage at Cage Conflict in the Devenish Belfast. Yeah, Debbie.